Mm. So it's Jordan Wallace here. Got another Fundy Grundy post for you. Um, so looking up a few things, and this is very interesting. Yes, it's very interesting. Really? Okay. Selenide. Salt and electron. Very interesting. So, more salt. Sometimes you get potential out of that. The calcineurin or something. Anyway, very interesting as well. Wondering about repetition. And various. So where you're in trouble when some of your ideas become somatic, or biotic reactions to what you're thinking. Adrenaline. So looking up, there's a biochem, and they have everything, all kinds of brain chemistry, right? So adrenaline, we all like adrenaline. Anyway, so this rhymes with all those wonderful movies we see where there's all kinds of really bad problems, and the thing to do by the and there's plot development and everything, and we find out a few things. It's very interesting, and at the end of all this, what we should do is get a gun, and then so bad results, but very typical of the that kind of running around, sort of being silly, entertainment industry stuff. Sodium, calcium, and adrenaline. Looking at people who make, if they get the negative joy sort of elevation from making bad decisions that they enjoy mutually. So depending on what that is, that could be, it could be carbon in the atmosphere. It could be, internal decision authority and structure, whereby, some people can manage to make those key decisions about getting another quadrillion BTU into the country. Just for the sake of clarity, I'm not I might have a few spreadsheets, but I don't think that any more is any good. On the other hand, I've made this wonderful chart. I'll take a look here. It's it's what they call a matrix. Very interesting. Can you imagine? So all my friends will go, oh yeah, I saw that. There was a black woman who wrote a book, and she had to sue to get any royalties from the film, which was a subsequent aspect of her creativity. There's these various, so it was interesting, formation of multiple derivative criminal liability. So liability instigation, liability aiding and abetting, liability commission, there's a lot, and they use the letter X for the crime itself. Very interesting. What is it? Let's see. And there's incitement, conspiracy, initiation, planning, preparation, including ordering. Very interesting. And then there's attempts. There's perpetration, direct and singular. I'm not sure. Okay, so joint perpetration, direct and multiple. Okay. So perpetration through another indirect perpetration. Omission. So if you are in a position of responsibility and there's omission, So knowing all of this as a corporate or as a member of society, when it's systemic or there's issues, depending on what it is, class 3, accomplice liability, ordering, instigation, complicity, membership in a criminal organization. For my interest, this was really, most of this was, you hear all these things on the internet about, nuclear fish and what have you. So I became interested, and the next thing that I might do is get that the SERP API, which is so it's a scraping. You can compile your search results, so you can get way out into the outliers that don't form to a real priority as the algorithm would see as a relevant coherence to your search entry. And then you come up with, so you can find all of these outliers or however it is, veritable or not. Excuse me. Intuitively, it's always an interesting exercise to determine for yourself whether you really think it is or not. Because, prevention as collective morality is important to the relevance of victims that have, in the past, and people that criminal systems decide about. So I don't want to, I should also say, posting stuff like this might seem nerve-wracking to some people, but so anyway, if it's nerve-wracking, there's always you can what was it now? Biofeedback, so relaxation therapy. And I just discovered a whole bunch of people down there in the sunny United States who are involved in the Sedona project, which is a therapeutic process. What was it? If there's mutuality and relinquishment, we have to make sure it's not a constitutional imperative. So relevance, competence, and furtherance, if possible. All right. Thanks a lot, and talk to you soon. Okay. Oh, it won't work. Oh yeah, there we go.